Well, there.
How's it going?
We're literally right beside your yard.
That's it.
And just outside Bandon.
Yeah.
And for anybody that's watching who doesn't know where we are, we're at Tony O'Mahony's. And this is Der, who thinks he knows how to drive lorries. Der, what's going on today? Because we've seen quite a bit today. Just give us a rundown of your day, because we really came to see the 970 and McCarthys were here, and it was a great opportunity to join in and see you guys. So give us a wee rundown of what all was happening in your world today, because it's just been madness since we got here.
Yeah, it is busy, all right. Well, I suppose my first and foremost job is the running of the truck side of the business. So my day started with a lorry and tanker, drawing liquid waste. So I was away at that early this morning, so we had to free up a couple hours to entertain you guys for the middle of the day, and away back at the trucks there again this evening. So we're working for an extra neighbour of ours who we've been cutting silage for a lot of years. We've got a long draw ground they've taken the far side of Bandon, so we've got six, 7 tractors drawing today.
Yes.
L70 here behind us in the pit. We'd have got the L60 down beside her, only a little bit tight in room.
We're definitely starting to run out of room here. There's no question about that.
We've plenty of room for height anyway.
Well, your L70's not a very old shovel. What's it there?
No, she's 19. She's actually a new addition this year. We bought her 12 months old from Pat O'Donnell's. She's a T-Reg, so she started her life in Nina with another contractor. So she was basically an upgrade from her L60, which we kept in the fleet. She's more of a second loader for the bigger jobs, and she's at the bales. She's at a lot of the bales out of the L60 and everything else in between, you know.
Yes. Well, bales. We caught the big M earlier on, and it was mowing for bales.
Yeah.
And then you have a tractor and more.
We had a tractor more running around as well for smaller bits as well. Yeah. The big M would do 90-95% of all of the mowing. Last year, I think we didn't have the trail mower out much at all, and there was about 5,500 acres clocked in the big M, but that would have been most of the baling mowed for and all the chopper silage, you know. So
and harvester of choice, we knows the 970 because we actually seen the 970.
Yeah.
Whenever at McCarthys Open Day last year. So we know it's 2 years old. This is its second season. But the new 970 came out today with the straight 6-cylinder MAN engine. Very impressive.
She was well able to take it now, in fairness. You know, I think they're saying she's something like 15 or 20 horsepower over the V8 970 that we have. No, she performed well, in fairness. No, she performed well. There wasn't much between them, to be fair. You couldn't really.
No, you would. Your mind is programmed to tell you that the V8. Man, but it's the same literage.
You'd be a bit pessimistic, like, but
it's the same liter. Well, if you were changing, what would your gut feeling be? Step up or stay?
We probably can't afford to step up. But I don't know. Sure, look, I don't know. You'd probably take the chance on it, all right? Look, we're very happy with the performance that our 970 is doing. Do you know?
She's running really well.
Yeah. I suppose, look, we, as you can probably see here, and this isn't a bad yard, but look, the pace, you know what I mean? You can only have such a pace. And,
but then this is an extremely long draw.
Yeah. Also, he's not under pressure here now, obviously, but you know, you can cut it as fast as you want to cut it. But the yards can only take it as fast, you know, it needs to be done.
65 is trouble all the way up from Mobile. Potholes, dust and rubble, miles of cotton fields. But someone's got to do it. Make that Mobile run. filling up the ashtray, make a living way out here. 'Cause someone's gotta do it, make that mobile run. Someone's gotta do it, gotta get her done. Get her done, 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 make that mobile run, run. Get her done, 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 gotta get her done. Yeah, get her done. Ha.
Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done.
Keep this old rig going in between the lines. She ain't one for showing, but she suits me just fine. Yeah, someone's gotta do it, make that mobile run. Someone's gotta do it, gotta get her done. Get her done, 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 make that mobile run, run. Get her done, 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 gotta get her done. Yeah. Get her done, 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 make that mobile run, run. Get her done, 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 gotta get her done. Get her done, boy.
But you're running a full fleet of Smith trailers, I
All
think, at
Smiths,
this
yeah,
stage.
yeah.
But you're running a couple of, they're very new. What are they called
They're
again?
Super Cube triple
Super
axles.
Cube
yeah,
triple
yeah,
axles.
Yeah,
with-
with the four steer. With the four
They're
steer.
a mighty looking trailer.
They're a cool job, yeah.
They are putting the 230, they are making those
Oh,
230s
yeah,
work.
they're working for it, yeah. They definitely are. They definitely
Even
are.
on dry grass, they're working for it.
There's two of them Super Cubes on the four steer. We have two older model Smiths triple axles. They're 24-foot straights, and we've got four 22-foot Smith Silage trailers as well. So they're all spec'd with the air brakes and the up and over doors and that. But definitely, yeah, them triple axle Super Cubes are they're a serious job.
They are. They look really good. But to be 100% honest with you,
Yeah.
I just don't think we could work with those trailers up home. I
Yeah.
don't know why you're getting, you know, it's just
We're getting
different.
away with it.
I know the yard is maybe you're under a wee bit of pressure, but
Yeah.
you're still coming in a one-way system.
Yeah,
Getting into
but
those big
you
trailers.
wouldn't believe how manoeuvrable they are. You know, we've had 20-foots, you know, hired in running with us, and they were having as much trouble getting in the gate as they are. You know, because just with the two axle steering, it's bringing the trailer around, and you know they're very manoeuvrable trailer.
And
now,
you
in
also
fairness.
have an old school 492 chopper. What is it? I never just spied the numbers of an
An 870, yeah.
870?
Yeah.
I seen it
Oh no,
sitting
she's an 890.
Oh, 890?
Yeah. She's an 03. We bought her this year. It was a bit of a last-minute decision. It just came up, and the opportunity was there, and it worked out for us.
Oh, so this is your first year with the second?
Yeah. To be honest, she hadn't much of a run. We picked up a stone one day, and we got her out. We had no downtime because we had her to jump into, and she ran very well. She was a brilliant joke.
That's all it's needed. We also spied in your yard now. We were being quite nosy earlier whenever you were getting your tea. You're on a zero grazer?
Yeah. So
But I didn't see any cows.
No, it's all her.
You do.
Very busy, yeah. Look, as you probably can see, it's a big dairy country, like, you know, and anyone that needs to get bigger is travelling further for their grass, you know.
The views that, I mean, the
That's a beautiful
landscape
part of the
here
country, yeah.
is beautiful. It
Free
really
time
is.
to sit back and look at it.
New Holland by choice, or is it in the blood? Is it the,
Yeah, look,
is it the
we
father, or is it you?
definitely have a love for it. Look, we had Zetters when I was toddling around, and we had Fords, we had TWs, we had A210s, we had 7.6s, 7.610s. We moved to Massey Ferguson. We had a good relationship with CFM, and I suppose what pushed us towards New Holland at that time, back in 01, was our first New Holland, which was a TM135 in 01. We had two A210s, 8 Fords, and New Holland gave us a better trade-in at the time, so we took a chance on one, and we bought 5 new ones the following year. So
Just like that.
Yeah, and we changed 5 for 5 consecutively for probably 5 years after that. But the fleet has grown now. We've 12 of them now.
What's your favourite tractor? Not brand, what's your favourite tractor?
There's a friend of ours is running a fast track, which we've had from time to time, and I love
That's the Lorry, man. That's
Yeah,
you and Guy. That's the Lorry thing coming through
Yeah,
you.
definitely. Now, to be fair, if I was driving a tractor, that's probably what I'd be driving.
Yeah.
But look,
What is it about the fast track? Now,
look, it's
we
the
know there's a
comfort.
few issues with them,
Yeah,
but there's
for
just
sure.
something about them.
Yeah, that's the comfort. It's the comfort. It's solely the comfort.
Well,
They're
on
a lovely
comfort,
tractor.
what's your lorry of choice?
That's your Volvo, of course.
You have no other brands.
I don't think so.
Would you?
It works for us. Look, and going with the New Holland, going with the Claas, going with the Volvo, and going with the industrial loader Volvo. You know, it's all about the company behind it as well. And look, we have a good relationship with all our dealers, and they're giving us serious service. Like, you know, even back to McCarthys, that day we picked up the stone. By the time we had the halves, they're back in our own shed. Timmy had 2 vans in our yard,
Yeah.
and they had her rolling within 2.5 hours.
And
So the poor little 890 didn't get much of a run because the 970 was back in the field, you know.
And your
McCarthys.
personal lorry, which has the little lovely light on it, Dare's rig,
Yeah,
is a FH version 4.
FH version 4 540. Yeah.
Do you like?
I love it, yeah. And look, we do everything from heavy haulage to
That's right. To see
tanker work and
see the note
aggregates
booms,
and-
see the tankers,
Yeah,
see the
yeah, yeah, we do
bulkers.
a lot of
It's all
vacuum
there.
transport.
Well, what's
But,
next for? I mean, you're not just in this yourself. You look after the lorry side.
Yeah.
And it was your
I'm
brother.
supposed to be the transport manager on paper.
And then it was one of your brothers was on the Big M earlier.
Yeah, Mihal, yeah.
And
He would
then-
do a lot of the office work, a lot of the organising
Yes.
along with me.
And then your father,
Yeah.
still, he picks
He's
all the grass.
He is the man, yeah.
And
he is the man.
like, he's not a young man either.
No.
And he's
He
up in
thinks he's a
that
young man.
harvest. No, we'll not say that. I've heard about his dancing.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
you know,
No, no.
I'm right in saying he's over 70,
He's 72, yeah.
72,
going on
and he
72
still
now, yeah.
picks every blade of grass.
Oh, every blade of it. And he's driven trucks. He's
Does it all.
power washing trailers this morning for your.
That's right.
for your
He gave
arrival.
off when we first arrived up.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
grass
yeah,
all
yeah,
over his
yeah,
face, and he was
yeah,
giving up.
yeah.
Well, look,
No,
there it was.
He's brilliant. No, in fairness.
Did you see the merger? Did you get a
I
chance to
actually
look at
didn't
it?
know because I had to go back trucking. No, I don't know. What did you think of it? I suppose is the question.
I think mergers are very much the in thing this year.
Yeah.
Everybody's
They're expensive.
looking at mergers. They are expensive.
Yeah.
But the way in which a merger works is quite fascinating. And the outside Swarty was putting it into the middle so he wasn't
Yeah,
creating
yeah.
it too big. Then he was able to run down and give you like 60s.
I think lads, their opinion of it was it done very nice work. Rowing in the, we'll say, the 30-foot swart, the 60s. Then they reckon the swart seemed to be a bit more lumpy, maybe. Sure, I don't know. Definitely the crops are heavier here, I would say. You know, look, definitely this year was exceptional, with nice crops, not overly heavy crops, you know. But you know, most of the time, like the crop, like the merger, the big rake has a place. But like it's not going to do it all, do you know?
Well, look there, thanks very much for letting us
No
join
bother.
in. Hopefully it's the beginning of us calling back.
Yeah, hopefully. You're more
and
than welcome
keep,
anytime.
Yeah, keep getting back and seeing
Yeah.
things progress. I mean,
Yeah,
where your
no
yard
bother.
is situated up there, watching all the machinery roll out just after lunch was just
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Like,
Looked
it
good,
was
yeah.
just, you know, and but you don't run.
It's not always that organised.